Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Running free. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks the tackle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He's out past the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Cartwright. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Taylor wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll try it again. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Taylor wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's West. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got a chance. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Davis. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides to the back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Running inside, it's Bishop. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The run inside. It's Bishop. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They give it to him again. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Complete on the left to Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Bishop. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Bishop. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw it. Got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Motion from the back. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll give it to Fluff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Taylor wants to throw. Complete to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. Might as well stick with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Forced out of the pocket. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Could be an alley. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So here is the Tennessee offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must. Makes the catch and he's free. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Bishop. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to pass. Under fire. He's on the move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game. You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. First and 10, they're down to the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Runs through the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Sends it back in motion. On third down, here's Bothwell. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to pass a clock and enemy. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. Gotta find a completion on this one. Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.